Hello and welcome to the video. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So let's get into the game. Another day passes as it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Chocolste. Yeah, sorry. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah, no, I wanna go buy the snack. No thanks. Damn it. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, sir? Why's that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Are you the reason you asked me to buy a snack is because you're broke, sir? I just wanted to look at it. Sorry, nervously retrieves a coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, sir. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Exactly, feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book and you were listening, Yuri. Yuri, tell Tox to let me borrow some money. No, don't ask her for money. Just you should stop spending your money. Don't get me involved in like that, sir. Yeah, exactly. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. See, me and Yuri have the same thoughts on this subject. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Exactly. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, sir. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sari knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it went for the cupcake. No, you're not wrong there, sir. Those cupcakes were... if you didn't say cupcakes, I wouldn't have come. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Oh, what? You tricked Natsuki into making cupcakes just to get me into the club? Oh my god, you're devious, sir. Come on, give me some more credit than that, sir. Out of nowhere, someone smacks Suri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pap! Oh shit! Wow, what was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Suri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost won. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, but Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sorry, hugs for cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sorry, rapidly tests open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Mmm. Sorry suddenly cups her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Yeah, sucks to be you, sorry. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try them? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee. Sorry gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in the hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Suri off of her. Suri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, damn, Suri. Just doing that just to get a bite? Hey, did you seriously just do that? Ooh. Mouthful, Suri trots away safely. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Suri? Natsuki glancing out. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Yeah, where is Monica? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. What, you mean she has a boyfriend? Excuse me. And suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Are you there? I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Sorry, don't just assume. Boyfriend? What are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell at least. Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. Well, that's a good skill to have. And I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should probably play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tox. Monica smiles sweetly. I think she's interested in me. Oh god, I better not fuck this up. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. Been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Suri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone here has settled down. Suri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Yeah, go ahead and make some tea, Yuri. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing you can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Yeah, I can hold this. Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric knife. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. especially because of the long ledge. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was just gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Why is it weird? Just say you're gonna go for a walk with, Yuri. But just fill in the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little bit curious. Yeah, that's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with me helping involve Tox in your club activities? Now my mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Tox. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. Yeah, Monica had... no need for her to say what she did. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Tox, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Well, because you didn't do anything bad. Because that's nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Exactly. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Yeah, exactly. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Tox, I really like being friends with you. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I kind of feel awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Yeah, always make Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Tox, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine with me. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. It's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking. And I've decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. Yeah, and you should. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around me anyway. Ooh, I think Yuri's got a crush on me as well. That's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Tox. It's very endearing. But Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Tox, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at the desk. Yeah, that sounds a much better position to sit in. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain very regularly, so I do my best to manage. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's most likely because of my... Were you gonna say your big boobs? Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Suri's candy radar. Yeah, Suri would take my candy. I take it since it will go well with tea. Yuri and I ventured against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's been less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yeah, you make sure you don't do that. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Yeah, you should have some chocolate, Yuri. Well, if I touch it, then it might get sponges. Oh, no, you're right. But maybe you shouldn't take the chocolate. I shouldn't be eating chocolate. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading the book. I say she's not totally focused on that. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Wow, way to go with the moves there. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth, and just like that, Yuri clenches her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. I bet I would. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Tox. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Thanks. Well, nice being smooth there. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right. I mean, not really in that kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has got really tense. I bet it has. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can't. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest is rising and falling to the ribbon of her boobs. Where are you looking, my dude? I raise my arm, just before, like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel like a hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Whoa. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Wow, Monica just way to break the tension. Oh, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I picked up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll continue with Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri says it for poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Talks. This one might be even better than yesterday's. Oh, thank you, Yuri. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just making up words. Making words up. Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it a more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. But it's fine. Take your time. Yeah, take your time. Yuri breathes and corrects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing something motivated by my riding, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your riding before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people who would just laugh at me. Who would laugh at you, Yuri? Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed that my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and oh fuck, I don't know that word. Alright, it's too cursive for me. Too cursive. The moon increments its place. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto my newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Ooh, interesting poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imaginary and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something about that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. What do you keep them to yourself? Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Tux? Yeah, I probably do somewhere. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Riding, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Tox. Well, thank you, Yuri. That's extrapolating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my riding, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I take my phone to next? Monica was being mean. Oh yeah, so let's try Natsuki. Let's see if she's being less of a tsundere. Well, it's not really any worse than the last one. Oh my god, are you being a hater? But I can't really say it's better. Yeah, you're being a hater again, Natsuki. If you want, well, anything. This isn't a train wreck. I'll take it a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki is completely missed the point. Yes, she has. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sarari's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sarari has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone fluffily spend so much time with someone like you? What do you mean by that, Natsuki? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Oh my god. That's a little unnecessary. Yeah, that is a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like I hadn't come aboard. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Is it gonna be another simple one? Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she likes, matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh my god. What gave you this idea, Natsuki? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like this? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter, it can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes me happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, it's a good perspective to have, Natsuki. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty wide, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. Yeah, stop being mean to everyone, Natsuki. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Well, you were being a bitch yesterday, Natsuki. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. But conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think and not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I will look forward to it. Welcome back, girl. Let's go Sayori next. Ooh, I like this one, Docs. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Do you want me to write? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, sorry. Well, I don't like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Babe, I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Dogs. I should go write that down then. You should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow, I really like that part. That one was interesting. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Something is playing.
My Siri one. Oh, fuck. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like that coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Yeah, so don't hate on the poem. It was great. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, time to talk to Monica. Hi again, Tox. How's writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like the lights turn on inside her. Suddenly it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional. Anyway. Wow, what a twist. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Thrashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop, vibrating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Man, that would be. That would sound terrible. A chalkboard on a turntable. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing really never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space on paper. gestures and where and how the spatial words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Okay, what's your tip for the day? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, there is a save feature. You never know. You might change your mind, or when something unexpected may appear. Wait, is this tip even about riding? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do you really have something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing yourself instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sorori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing? Monica, yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehehe. Sorori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, or did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? Yeah, you need to ask permission first. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining that Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, it's Yuri! I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's for those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sorori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sorori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I just had to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This crap is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Yeah, Monica's got a good point here. No. Don't worry. I'll start off with to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to get next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Oh no, you don't have to do it, Yuri. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. So it's like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be the rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Yeah, how could you forget to applaud for Yuri for being brave? As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was so good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like you're in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice has made up as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. He even talks like that. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you perfectly nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Hehehe. But next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Tox. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tox lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Hey, stop being a hater. Natsuki, you bitch. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, make me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put the energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly sets out of the seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Yeah. Natsuki. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unaffused, the poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if it's given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do this again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be better the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sarah and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Okay. And then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sarah? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nicer. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Docs, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sarah once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has already changed. But today, Sarai is being a little nicer than usual on the way home. Hey, Sarai. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, sorry, fumble some words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Yeah, well, what are you trying to ask here? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, would I walk home with Yuri? Or when I saw her walk home with Siri? No, I think I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that thought make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You just admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? I need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. I'm sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Yeah, you're my best friend here. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. And that's where we'll end for today. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next video.